What do you want?
I'm fine with either. How about I just let you break?
Since it's winter break, we really should do one of the flipper lag. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah. We should think
True.
All right, here we go. He's ready.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the showdown match between Ricardo Maynez and Aaron Horvath.
Put the coins over there.
Sorry for the technical delays, but as what seems to be what is every time is we have audio issues. We're going to try and work on that in the future.
Yeah.
Aaron won the coin flip, so it's going to be a race to 11, 10 ball, 2 and 3 in the back corners. No early 10s for the game, as well as no 3 fouls for win. My name is Joe. On behalf of XLR8 Tournaments, we'd like to welcome you all out. We are here at the beautiful Santorini's restaurant. Just kind of off to the side. Got a couple tables over there. If you're in the area, swing by and say hi. We're getting ready to get this bad boy started. So for those of you who don't know, 10 ball is a rotation game. You shoot the lowest ball on the table first, and you continue around until somebody makes the 10 ball with a legal hit. Well, kind of just specify that one there. Four ball looked like it was heading towards the side pocket and got spit out. Rejected by another ball. Ricardo and Aaron have both been here warming up for a little while, so hopefully we'll get started into some quick rounds being fired out. Ricardo, a 536, 537 shooter, and Aaron a 519, so fairly close. But as some people know in Fargo, Fargo is a long-running, kind of gauge as far as how you shoot. It's definitely not a hard and fast truth to anything, and the higher number of games that you have in there, the better. Now keep in mind these guys aren't playing on 5.5, any big pockets or anything like that. We're playing on 4.25 here, so it's a little tighter. It is a Olhausen table with Predator cloth. Does run a little quicker than most places.
This is safe.
Ricardo electing the safety. And Ricardo kind of muttering to himself, well, it's not that safe. Aaron choosing to separate the cue ball and the object ball. 2 ball barely hitting the rail. Now for those of you who don't know some of the rules of billiards, or pool in this case, once you make contact with the object ball, or the lowest ball in rotation game, you still need to have a ball hit the rail or be pocketed, otherwise it is a foul as well. Aaron electing to slow roll a safety, but I think Ricardo still has at least half a ball. 3 balls kind of hovering over the bottom corner pocket, so that makes it a little rougher to get in. Ricardo playing the safe, just going straight ahead. I think that was one shot, but I actually probably would have tried to go with a nice thin cut on the one, still try and run it to that rail, but bring the cue ball back to the other short rail. First game, first ball, giving us problems today. Lots of pool to play.
Safe. Oh, no, no.
Ricardo calling, gosh, calling safety and unfortunately pocketing the one ball and giving option to Aaron.
Oh, looks like we're playing safety.
A little bit. I know, right?
Aaron nominating to send the 2 ball to the other side of the table, running into the 9 ball. I'm sure he wouldn't have minded getting past and hitting the other side of the 9 ball. Give himself a little blocker ball, a little bit more room.
Supposed to stop on the front. On the front.
And Aaron going to call the side pocket for the 2 ball. He's going to run into the 10. Would have left him an okay shot for the 3 ball, but unfortunate. Cutting the 2 ball a little thin. Ricardo was looking at pulling out the shorty, jumping, but I think he's got enough of the ball really to play a cut into the top left pocket.
Either way.
Almost the second time around.
Spinning and giving Aaron ball in hand.
Thought I could get it.
Keep in mind if you're over by Santorini's and want to stop by and watch these 2 play live. There we go. There's the first ball of the match. Well struck ball here from Aaron. Needs a little bit of the brakes to be put on. Might be going back to a bit of the safety pool play and hide that cue ball on the right short rail and send the 4 ball. No, he's going to elect the top left bank using a rest. Bit of distance on that. It was actually a really nice shot, ball speed wise. Cue ball staying right in shape for the 5. Ball seemed to be a little straight, and those pockets seem a little bit tight until you're shooting the cue ball towards it, and then they just fly in there.
Put some left on it, or some right.
Yeah.
I think that's why I just jumped into it.
Aaron spinning around the table. A little bit extra mustard on that shot, but at least he's got a shot for the 6 ball. Went with the draw, keep it away from the 10 ball, but did bring the side pocket into play. He came up short of that, so it was a nice shot from Aaron. Keep in mind we do these for all skill levels, showdown matches, so if you know somebody that you'd like to play or want us to try and find a match for you, you know, you can either play for a high 5 or play for some money. Either way it works. We can have some fun. There's a nominal cost for those playing, but that way there we can set you up and get you recorded. It does bring a whole new element when you have somebody recording you. I always find that I'm making a face at the camera whenever I'm shooting after I make a bad shot, which is fairly regularly if you ask Tibor. Speaking of, those of you who are out there on YouTube and on Facebook, if you want to leave us a little comment in there, let us know who's out there and give you a shout back. A little tight on the leave, but I think Ricardo's going to be able to execute this shot in the side pocket. Wonderful shot there by Ricardo, giving him the lead 1-0 in this race to 11. And we've got Si Senor Restaurant here in town, serving up some of the finest Mexican food in our area since 1984. They've got awesome chips with multiple salsas at the table when you sit down. They're located at 1551 East Loman Avenue in Las Cruces. They also have a new location at 4130 White Sage Arc off of Sonoma Ranch. You can give them a call, 575-800-7293. That's going to be Si Senor Restaurant. Might go there for some food after church, probably. We'll see how that fares with the wife. Never can tell. Remember, we're playing a winner break format, so Ricardo up. Good spread from the balls. Ricardo hitting with a good amount of force, good solid contact, but sent both second balls just high of the pocket. Aaron getting his extension so he doesn't have to lay too far across the table, still keep that 1 foot on the ground. Natural English is going to get him by the 7. Really tight into the 2 ball. Electing a good bank shot. And it just happens to rattle. Would have left himself a shot for the 3 ball. Can't tell from this view if that 9 ball is in the way or not.
Just a good hit.
He's just going to go for a good hit on this. And it was a good hit. A little strong, though. Kept rolling past it a little bit.
I thought I hit him more solid. Hooky behind her.
Now, fortunately, with him running past a little bit, leaves Aaron a good left-handed shot. Well, a left-handed shot. And the 3 ball's going to get right back in the way. A little courtesy wave from Aaron there, acknowledging a little bit of luck. I remember listening to Jerry Jones, or Jeremy Jones, talking about the courtesy wave and how, yeah, he just wasn't really a fan of it. And I understand, you know, because then you get in the back of your mind that, you know, if the ball or when the ball comes back to you, if you got that luck as opposed to skill kind of factor coming in, and you know, according to some people, yeah, you know, you do have to have a bit of luck to win as well as skill, especially in some of the longer tournaments. Skill can carry you and luck can only carry you so far, but when the two kind of cross paths. Mike Rustin in the chat. Mike, it's good to see you. How are things over in Texas? Hope you have a lot of work for you. Good safety from Ricardo on that play there. I know Mike actually played Aaron in a couple of Showdown matches, not only here in Las Cruces, but also in Texas. Ooh.
Nice try. Yeah.
Piece of construction paper couldn't have passed between that. But those watching, let me know if you guys are planning on going to Vegas for the tournament coming at the end of middle of February. No, I'm going to be out there. Mike, are you going to end up trying to get out there? Very nice play from Ricardo there, missing not only the 10 ball but the 9 ball, leaving him wonderful shot for the 4 ball. Oh, that sounds good. You guys are going to put together another match between you and Aaron. That'd be another one to see. It'd be a good one. Ricardo confessed he was looking a little bit too much on the leave than he was making the ball, which I think we all kind of get in that habit sometimes. Aaron commenting he got some shape on the 5. Yeah, but at what cost, you know? All right, well, Michael, I'll make sure to stop by and say hi to you over there at both those booths. If you're over in Vegas and you know Mike or don't know Mike, stop by and say hi to him, see how things are going over with Salado and with Brunswick Billiards. Good hit. One of those halfway between shots. Very well played safety by Ricardo. Yeah, I've played Ricardo in quite a few tournaments here and there. It always seems to be a really good match, back and forth a lot of the time. I know he seems to get me in on a bunch of them, but his control game, I think, is better than mine for sure. He does know the English and the spin of the balls a little better, and able to kind of lock down some of those safeties. Aaron pulling out the shorty. Aaron's got an air rush jump cue. Breaks down into 3 parts. I actually, if I was to get a jump cue other than the one that I have right now, I'd probably go with that one there. They're a little bit more expensive, but I find that they're worth it. They're very consistent, getting up and down in the air, and the control that I have with it is really good. Wow. Aaron usually really good with that dart method, and he Did it again there, getting over that short distance that he had between cue ball and the 8 ball. Ricardo putting some left hand to English on that ball, trying to hold it, but ended up hitting just a good amount too hard. That's a wonderful two-way there by Ricardo. just call it a two-way and say it's good. Tell me in the chat who you guys think is going to win. Is it going to be Ricardo with the control game, or Aaron with ball striking? What do you think the final score is going to be? Who do you think is going to win? Thinking that regardless of who wins, I'm pretty sure this one's going to go either one off Hill or it will be Hill. These two are very good pool players and are able to stay in their heads fairly well, so I think it's going to come down to the wire. Beautiful cut shot. It's going to stop perfectly for that 7. Question is, where is he going to place himself for the 9 ball? I think he was over there giving it a look. Ricardo giving it some pace, getting behind the 9 ball. Not a bad leave, it's just kind of tight on the rail. Taking his time. Putting it out. Ooh. It's a tough one right there. Tough to leave those hanging. Aaron giving a good look at the side pocket, deciding which he is going to go side. Like I said, those 4 1/4 pockets don't accept balls very well unless it's the cue ball, and sure enough, that cue ball ends up biting Aaron in the butt. Ricardo's going up 2-0. Sit back, folks. I think we got a lot of pool to play tonight. Let's go on ahead and bring up one of our next sponsors of XLR8 tournaments. We got Old West El Paso Construction. Javier Calzada, the owner. They do a wide variety of high-quality general contracting services. They offer tile, landscaping, rock walls, and a lot more. Actually, go on ahead and give them a call at 915-217-8471. El Paso, Old West El Paso Construction, great quality and great pricing. Ricardo with a good break, good spread on all the balls. Not really a shot on the 1 ball yet. A safety for Ricardo, putting the 6 ball between the cue and the 1. And Ricardo does that a lot. He might have a flyer of a shot, like say the back cut on the long bank But he'll play the safety and kind of play a little bit more of a control game. I think that's probably where he's able to kind of keep the head game over me sometimes, is, you know, not really giving too many flyers. I think it's kind of early enough in this contest that either one's a good play. Aaron playing a good kick shot at the 1 ball. Successful, but unfortunately the cue ball stopped rolling just before it could get behind the 4 ball. Ricardo spinning and getting some bad contact off the 3 ball, and like I said the last game, if that cue ball's going towards a pocket, be careful, but if it's an object ball, sometimes it'll spit it out.
With a little bit of 7. Sorry.
Here's an opportunity to see Aaron go on a little run of himself. A little far away from the three, but Aaron will get a chance to kind of let his stroke out a little bit. Good shot from Aaron. Cue ball's going to roll back. Now the 4 does pass the 8 and go in the pocket. It's going to be one of those challenging shots because you got the 5 ball at the other side. It is presenting itself nice for the pocket, but putting the extension on his cue again. Very nice shot, but a little close to the rail. Shouldn't have too much of a problem with that, depending upon how he's going to shoot the 5 ball. Probably release 1 rail. Both players, I think, have a little bit of pump going this early in the match. They might be a little amped now that they're actually playing. When they were warming up, they seemed to make some good shots, and
You got that little bounce, yeah.
well, what it was a beautiful safety attempt by Aaron, but I think Ricardo's probably going to like this one here. He's climbing a little long, but I like it. It's going to go good for the, what I think most people would go for the 2 rail. One, 2, come out. Need a little bit more spin.
This is safe. Too hard.
Ricardo trying to play safety there. Moved the 10 ball out a little bit, but unfortunately it's quite a bit from the rail and a little bit further down than he wanted. Aaron with a kick. Wouldn't really like too much of the leave on the 10 ball, but still, you know, you make the pocket on the ball, it changes the shape of the shot. Looks like Ricardo's going to go for the 2-rail safety. He's looking over the 10 ball. Down a little cut for the 8. Ball itself isn't that difficult to make. It's what you leave yourself after that. Good shot from Aaron. It needs to rattle out of that pocket. Give him some room. Give him some room. This here is usually referred to as T-board when your partner leaves you that, but this is somebody shooting by themselves, so makes it a little easier to swallow sometimes. Stroke from Aaron. And it is just past the side pocket. You can kind of cut it back a little bit into the side, but I think he's going to go all the way down. Oh boy.
Too straight in. I left it too easy. Yeah, that was way too.
Now, for those of you who know Tibor, he does not leave those shots for his partner. It's usually I that leave them for him. And he refers to them, hopefully lovingly, as being Suzed on a rail. Aaron breaking the ice on that one there, coming back 2-1. Happened to escape a couple of sub-quality, I guess, is kind of the best way to put that one there. Speaking of sub-quality, if you don't want to be a sub-quality, you know, person looking down range and missing the target every time, we got a great place here in Las Cruces to go to. It's indoors. It's called Strikers Shooting World. Guns and ammo. They've got concealed carry training. It's, like I said, indoor shooting range. Variety of firearm and shooting accessories. Outstanding service. They're located at 415 South Valley Drive in Las Cruces. They're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can give them a call at 575-523-2424. Go get your aim on. Shoot straight with Strikers World. This is Aaron's second opportunity to break. I think at this point it's whichever shooter kind of starts getting on track first. They can string some balls together and put some games together. Aaron putting some draw on the ball, leaving himself on the head string. Going some bottom right. Now these pockets really don't like heavy bottom, you know, heavy draw English. That really runs a risk of spitting them out unless it's dead in the pocket. This table will definitely make a good shooter out of you if you stick to it. A little long on the leave. I'm pretty sure he's just going to run forward. Ricardo with, well, Ricardo called a safety, but now it's kind of the question of, does he go forward with left or does he come around the table a few rails? He's going to put the inside on, release off one rail. And pulling back a little bit more than he wanted to. He's going to go for the combo. I think he tried to play that a little too soft and it threw his stroke off a little bit, just the line, just a little bit. Had he let it go a little bit more, I'm pretty sure that that 9 ball would have gone in, the 6 ball would have stayed relatively close to the pocket. I know he was trying to be safe while they're trying to get the speed control back under. Just a little off angle, really close 7 ball shot. Ricardo playing safe, but you know, these long shots like this where you got to deal with a, you know, not only you're there by the rail, you got a little bit of traffic in your line of sight, can kind of play with you. Ooh, that's a tough one. I think Aaron makes that, this rack is over, but we'll see how this is going to run. Left himself a little straight. I don't know if he's going to try and fight for an angle or just pull it back. Looks like he's just going to draw back. Little run forward. Pushes the ball over. That's a good finish right there. Good strong finish. Was a good finish for Ricardo, going up 3-1. Yeah, he's putting a little roof over his head on that one there. Speaking of roofing, Anthony Sosa Roofing and Construction. They do roofing, painting, now offering solar and real estate services. They do outstanding work at fair pricing with great customer service. Find out about that great customer service yourself by contacting Mark Anthony. He's going to be at 575-288-5615. Again, that's going to be Anthony Sosa Roofing and Construction. Get those solar panels up before the summer gets here, back around, especially here in New Mexico. We know how those, you know, electrical bills like to creep up during the summertime. Ricardo coming across on the break again. Easy 1 ball to make, but let's see how Aaron's able to escape that cluster down there in order to make the 2 ball. Aaron's going to spin it out with some nice draw. Unfortunately, a little light on the sauce, but it looks like he does still have the shot, so he's good. Beautiful shot there from Aaron, as long as he can roll a little bit more from the 9 ball, give him a nice, good place to plant his hand. and 7 are going to be a bit of a problem for your bridge hand, but Aaron was able to run into the 5 ball. Looks like he's got the 4 ball in the corner. Or, I'm sorry, the side. So what to do with that 6 to 7 with the 9 ball? Well, Aaron's going to make Ricardo think on this one because he's either got to run the whole rail or try to figure out a way to safety, and pretty sure, knowing Ricardo's game, he's probably going to find a safety.
Just a safe.
Yeah, just a safe. It's a good roll down the rail. Hit the rail between the 2nd and 3rd diamonds, so it didn't run a risk of scratching, which seems to be a bit of a problem today for some of those interesting shots. Aaron with the breakout makes the rest of the rack look a little easier. It's just getting from the 4 to 5 right now. And Ricardo again going to play the safe. Pretty sure he's just going to throw the 4 ball to the long rail and walk the cue ball all the way back. No, it's going to go completely different than what I thought. Aaron making a face as he stands up. I don't think that 4 ball passes the 10. Aaron with a long break, or a long bank shot, goes between. Leaving that 9 ball dead to rights.
No. I don't even want this shot. Oh, we're gonna try it safe. Okay. Loose. Look at that lucky shit. Sorry. Oh. Sorry. That wasn't.
That is a lockdown. Ricardo's safety game is being influenced by his rabbit's foot that he was rubbing before that shot.
Call the 9.
Well, it was a good hit by Aaron on the 4 ball. It's not leaving an easy shot for the 4 for Ricardo. But I'm just not a fan of those kind of shots where you're really close with the cue ball to the rail that you're going off of, because, I don't know, for me it seems like it usually either slides more than I expect or bites more than I expect. It's just, I think, a lack of control and understanding on my part. See, and that's kind of more of the safety that I thought he would have played about 2 or 4 shots ago, leaving the cue ball back on the left side and the 4 ball deep on the right, but Aaron's going to try and cut it. You know he's going to go into the 5 ball. He gave it some pace, but it looked like it was too thin. Ricardo a little quick to stroke on that. Aaron quick to stroke on that too. Somebody else was saying that Aaron looked like he was rushing home to watch a TV show because he was playing a little bit more rush and a little quicker than he normally does. And I will agree with that. Moves the 8 ball to a more difficult location. These two going back and forth. Hit the 8 ball. Okay. Moves the 8 ball out to a better spot. The cue ball on the rail. Aaron's going to have some room after the 5. It depends on if he wants to slow roll it or run it down and bring it back. He will run it down and go into the part where the long rail meets the short rail, also known as the pocket. Now does Ricardo leave himself on this next one for the combo? Looks like. Probably safer than trying to short side. On that one, he knew that he wasn't where he wanted to be as far as trying to make the 9 and leave the 7 there, so he elected to hit it with some pace and worked out for him on that. Came across the table, leaving himself a nice corner pocket shot. Beautiful English on the ball to bring it right back in for a nice 2.5 foot 10 ball. For that round right there, we're looking at 4-1. Ricardo over Aaron. And don't think that it's going anywhere right now. Aaron's known for, you know, putting a few games together here and there. He's going to run to the restroom real quick. And while he's running to the restroom, let me go on ahead and talk about some wonderful food that we have here in Las Cruces. We've got many great places to come and eat, Santorini being one of them, you know, Si Signor being one of them. But I'm going to go ahead and bring up Lorenzo's Italian restaurant just down the street. They are absolutely wonderful. They're family owned and operated. Vince, Mary, Adam, the rest of the gang, wonderful, wonderful people. Always so into the community, giving to the community. You know, if you ever have an issue with something where you're trying to raise funds, they're wonderful people to go talk to. They've got fantastic food. And like I said, just pinnacle of service there. They also offer catering services. They're located at 1753 East University Avenue in Las Cruces. Their phone number is going to be 575-521-3505. And let me tell you what, when my mom's in town, she always makes us go there, and I don't mind. But she always gets herself the green chili lasagna, and she's actually started incorporating green chili into her meals at home as well. So definitely give Lorenzo's a try today, tomorrow, whenever. We'll be right back. And by right back, I mean right back. Another break by Ricardo, and I'm noticing that corner ball kind of going 2 rails out towards the side pocket, and always hitting that second ball that's rushing towards the side pocket and hitting it, but nothing's really going in. A lot of stuff running down the table, a lot of traffic on this table, unlike the last few racks, but Aaron electing to not use the push out, but actually shoot. And he and I have been, you know, conversing quite a few years now about, you know, the use of the push and when's a good time to push and when's it not. And I kind of agree with him as far as when you're playing against somebody that's, you know, higher or equal to you, you know what I'm saying? They pretty much know either the same shots that you do or you know. So if you have a chance at hitting it, you might as well sometimes, as long as you can make sure that you hit it, go for it. For him, he did make good contact with the 1, but unfortunately now he's staring down the back of the 10 ball. He is going to pull out the shorty again, and Aaron's known for, you know, that dart method, and he's usually pretty doggone on. I don't think he's necessarily going to try and make it as much as he is going to hit it. He'll probably nominate a pocket anyway, just because the cue ball will stay there down by the rest of the traffic.
You know what, actually, I would call the 3 ball just in case.
Yes, sir.
He's going to call the 3 ball. And for those of you who are trying to learn the dart method is all about, you know, keeping your body, what I refer to as quiet as possible. You're really just moving the wrist, trying to flick it out like you throw a dart, because it's just the speed of the cue coming down. Big jump.
That was a nice hit.
Well, like I said, it was pretty easy to make a ball on that shot there, but unfortunate for Aaron that it was going to be the cue ball. Fortunate for Aaron because there are a lot of balls still on the table and still a lot of traffic around. Ricardo going to try and run into the 5. Roll a little past it. He'll still have a little bit of the ball. I don't think he'll be in a place where he can make it. Good contact with the 3. He's got a big 4 ball right there. It's going to be tight for him to make that shot. Well, that's an interesting shot there. Aaron throwing out the word option. Ricardo not getting where he wanted to be. He wanted to run down further, but he can still see all the 5 ball. Nice little slow roll. Now it's kind of the question of how does Ricardo want to play this? He's looking at lining up and throwing it down the long way. If he hits that 7, he can get lucky with a leave. No. It's going to hit the 9 ball first and kind of kick away.
Sorry.
At least I'm not hooked.
You can kick me if you want.
Aaron is happy to just not be hooked. I think Ricardo needs to get that rabbit's foot out and clean it again. I think his wife said he keeps it next to the horseshoe, which kind of brings up the question, how do you get it up there? But
Cut it over there.
and Ricardo coming out from Alamogordo, it's roughly an hour drive out here to shoot. But we appreciate him coming down here and enjoying some fun times. He's good people. His family are out shopping right now, so unfortunately he's not going to get to stick around and shoot after the match, but maybe they'll have so much fun shopping that he'll get to stick around and shoot some.
Put the cue ball up there. That's the plan. Okay, I didn't hit the 9. Didn't even hit the 7.
If you hit the 7, it was going to block me.
Didn't hit shit.
Yeah, that was a field goal right there.
Right in between the pole balls.
Right in between. beautiful shot right there from Aaron. What a good bank shot. Hopefully a preview of some good shots to come. He's gonna, looks like he should be able to go behind the 10 ball, come around 2 rails, but went into the 10 ball. 10 ball needs to slow up before it starts getting in the way.
You come
Cue
back.
ball to bounce back.
Yeah. Go for it.
Long shot, but if he makes this one here, I'm pretty sure that that's going to be the game.
Nine on the side.
Ricardo going 9 on the side, 1 rail back. He's going to hold off Aaron one more time, one more game from building and constructing a great comeback. Pretty sure that Aaron's going to design something here in the next rack here that's going to blow your mind. Speaking of great design work, here in Las Cruces, we were very lucky to have TCMB Design, phenomenal custom designed jewelry, sun catchers, and more. Specialize in laser cut jewelry that is inlaid with stone and other materials like turquoise. They make special awards, trophies made from wood and acrylic. You know, they also make nativity scenes. If you see Daniel and Teresa give them a wave, they're usually found out at the farmers market here in Las Cruces and other craft and trade shows. Or you could give them a call directly. Their contact information is going to be 575-288-5408. And that's going to be TCMB Design. Kind of a funny story on that. Daniel and Teresa make a lot of the trophies for the tournaments that that XLR8 puts together, and I actually have one of their trophies. I'm not going to say I won it because I'm pretty sure it was kind of a jab when Daniel gave it to me, but it's a broken trophy for when he took me out in 5th place and he got to continue on, and I was unfortunately out, but you know what? It's all in good fun. They're wonderful people. Like I said, give TCMB Design a call, 575-288-5408. Ricardo moves his break position. You know, there was a few balls that were going towards pockets that I think had a decent chance of going where they were trying to get to. But now Aaron with a couple of shots to look down. He's going to go safe, but let's see how he's going to accomplish this one. He's going to rub the 1 ball, throw the cue all the way to the other side. He needed to put a little bit more spin or come a little thinner off of it so the cue ball would come off a little flatter to get behind the 2-6. Running into the 6.
Oh, barely. And I hooked it again. You could just trip me.
Ricardo trying to shoot the 5 ball was a good go at it. Would have left him probably a little bit more open shot for the 1 ball. Aaron's going to be hid behind the 9 ball. He's going to jump and call the 5 ball.
I don't want to kick it. Call that one, excuse me, 5 ball. 5 ball on the side.
Oh my goodness. It looked like it was going to go into the corner of the pocket and just sit up, but it decided that it had its time with this rack and fell in at the last second. Aaron with a sharp angle shot into the side pocket. Here it is. Don't get behind the 9-ball. Don't get behind the 9-ball.
I didn't do it this time.
And, well, a little bit of right-hand English to confirm that would have done wonders. But hindsight is always 20/20. Nine-rail kick. Long kick shot. Healthy amount of left. Makes good contact. Gets behind the 10. Ricardo is going to have to look at some of these angles. I think it might be a little too far away and too close for him to try and jump. I know Ricardo's an underhand jumper. He doesn't dart like Aaron does. Aaron with a good shot all the way down. He's going to be able to come out one rail, maybe 1.5 for the 4-ball in the opposite corner or side, depending upon how many rails he decides to use. Wow, what a good shot by Aaron there. Like I said, hold your horses right now. Score may say 5-1, but that could change really quick. Nice little roll out. Hopefully Aaron leaves himself a good place to put his bridge hand. Looked for a second like he was going to go 2 rails back to the other side, but he's going to leave himself again on the rail. I mean, he's got a lot of practice at this tonight, so. Another good shot by Aaron. And a good place to leave yourself, right in the middle of the table. 9 balls on the rail. Ooh. Aaron went a little bit more with a push than a stroke, and unfortunately it slid the cue ball, biting too much of the English and not leaving a good place. Ricardo taking a gift. Aaron just really needs to kind of sharpen up a little bit, not let this game get too much further out of hand. Yeah, I know Aaron gets to practice, but if he's looking for more practice like you here in Las Cruces, a great place to go practice is going to be getting your own table. We have Olhausen pool tables in Las Cruces. Olhausen's been around since 1948. Over there they got a pool table, a pool hall That's right, RYO's attached right to it. They got pool tables, shuffleboard, darts, and accessories. They can do pool table sales, service, repair. Friday nights they have a 9-ball chip tournament that starts at 7 p.m. Seniors tournaments and more. That's going to be over at Olhausen Pool Tables of Las Cruces, located at 2255 East Loman Avenue. Contact them at 575-524-4337. That's going to be Olhausen Pool Tables. Speaking of Olhausen Pool Tables, that's what we're shooting on here. That's right, we got 9-foot Olhausen pool table with Predator cloth. And thanks to Better Billiard Service, they were taken down to 4 1/4 inch pockets. They didn't just shim it, they actually made the rails so that they play a little better, and it's definitely noticeable. I've played on some shimmed pocket tables where stuff just doesn't seem to play right. Here it seems to play very true. So there we go, back to the tight pockets, not liking the draw. Would have been a good leave for Aaron to be able to run the rest of the rack out. Ricardo wanting to use his break cue on a soft touch shot. Oh no. Oh, goodness gracious. Rabbit's foot strikes again. I think that's the first time something other than an object ball is rattled in a pocket. Little strong. Ricardo going to go with the same pocket. I'm sure you guys could probably hear the second that he stroked that. I missed it. Sure enough, here's a gift back for Aaron. Let's see if he can try and be the Grinch right now and steal some for himself. Apparently tonight Aaron's good at jumping not only on the table but during a shot. That's what they were just joking about. Aaron going with the extension. I don't know if he's going to also use a bridge, but extension for sure. Yeah. Looks like he's going to go with just a bridge and not the bridge and the extension. So, I mean, it's not too far out. It's not like it's all the way across the table, but it's when you need a bridge for the bridge that you kind of start worrying about shots. And a rub on the 6 ball. Pushes it behind the 7. Not going to be the best looking safety, but great spin shot there from Ricardo. Decent looking bank shot from Ricardo there.
Sorry,
Oh
Man,
boy.
good try.
sorry. I got you again.
Yeah, on the swerve or jump. Worth hitting.
They might need
Yeah.
another good thing about playing the XLR8 tournaments. When you get in a shot like this here, you're actually able to call a ref, and we can find somebody to get over there and either put a camera on it or. Ricardo already waving me off, and from being on standby, he said, "Nah, I trust him." And yeah, I trust Aaron too, but
Just get a good hit.
Sorry.
sometimes it's nice just to know.
Oh!
I'm pretty sure that was a foul.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Well, at least I didn't need to pull the camera out, right? Ricardo really getting down. These 4 1/4 inch pockets are really gonna play tough sometimes, and this might be one of those shots he's gonna. Look down.
Sorry. Yeah, gotta watch that.
No, you're good. Oh my God.
Oy vey.
It was there.
Put the wrong English.
Put some Spanish on it.
No, I'm not.
No habla.
Spanglish. Try a lefty again? Oh no.
Aaron going lefty. Hopefully he didn't put too much on it. Bit of mustard might have worked out well.
A little bit of mustard. Ah!
Mustard turned into sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut. Pucker dogs and glitchies.
Good speed on this shot by Ricardo. That's just a wonderful shot.
Good.
And buries it again.
Damn.
Aaron needs to start that engine. He's having a problem getting it started, getting that engine running.
Oh wow.
If your engine's got some problems running, go on ahead and take it over to Egan Auto Service. Speak to Keith over there. It's locally owned and operated. Like I said, Keith also shoots pool, so if you need to talk to somebody about a shot or figure something out, he might be a guy to help you as well. Expert auto repair and services at low prices. They're located at 1128 East Amador Avenue, 1128 East Amador Avenue. Contact them at 575-541-1444. Egan Auto Service. Ricardo going back to same distance he did from the first few breaks, but slid it over about a ball length, made the 1 ball, or I'm sorry, the 9 ball.
And good spread.
Good spread, the 5 ball over a pocket. 4 ball will be gone by the time he gets there. 7 looks to be 6 to 7. Looks like it might be a little tricky. Bit of an overcut, but it would have been a good place for Ricardo to rest the ball at.
Wow.
Two there.
Place three.
Reset.
All right. Aaron's starting to string some shots together. Let's hope he's able to get out of this rack here. A little bit of play with the 6 ball.
Easy, babe. Too much. Settle down. Oh.
Aaron's going to call all the way down. He's going to want to put some inside English on this to try and go to the left of that center pocket.
Nice shot.
Good shot. Needed a bit more run to it. But he made the ball. He's still at the table.
Cross it here.
Now, I like this shot here because he's going to be able to have the cue ball come around naturally over towards that 8 ball.
Cross it over there. Up. Yeah. You don't want that? No.
Now Ricardo decided to give it back to Aaron as it's straight in. Aaron's going to try and kick for it.
Jump. Yeah, I did that kind of double jump.
Ricardo really getting a luxury on this one.
Nice. Good out.
We're sitting at 8-1 Ricardo over Aaron. Not the way I really saw this one going. I don't know if something's not quite right, but looks like Ricardo's here to make that bread so we can go home and eat. Speaking of eating, we got Jim Bob's. That's right, Jim Bob's up at the airport. Fantastic barbecue. They've got brisket, pulled pork, ribs. They got wonderful sides, I'm telling you. They got some really good onion rings. But my favorite side, I think Aaron's as well, has got to be their jalapeno beans. There's just so much meat in there. It's so wonderful. And it's not that it's spicy, but it has that good jalapeno flavor to it. So go on ahead and check them out. They're located up at the Las Cruces Airport, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Contact Jim at 575-652-1053. Ricardo's not having the greatest luck on the break. He's still trying to figure it out, which is kind of the bad time to figure out a break is at the end. But I mean, if you need to close it out, that's where it's going to be at. But huh. That was not the best shot of the day. Aaron miscued on that one there.
I'm going to call it 2. Right there.
Aaron's going to call the 2 jack up, and let's see. It was a good hit, but even if he wanted to call foul, I don't think he'd move the cue ball from where it's at. Ricardo looking at the rail first shot. Oh no. Thought he would have looked at the rail first, but
I guess we're going to try that
Yeah.
Flew in. He's going to go for the 7. He needs to.
We'll try the 3 right here.
All right.
Because the 7's too far. I don't think I can get to a 6. There's no way. I'll try there we go.
Ricardo working out the problem vocally in his mind.
Nope, not enough English.
You got it. Nice shot, dude.
Ricardo's a little baffled. He made that. He thought he didn't give it enough English on it, but
Probably that. That's like the shot you had a minute ago.
Yeah, sounded similar.
Gore.
Oh wow, I'm just off just a hair off.
Aaron got bit by the rattle beast this morning, apparently.
Just trying to hit the 10 for my shape and I missed the shot.
Here's
You
a
weren't calling it?
No, I was calling the 4, but I was trying to hit the 10 to stop me for the 5. And I just overthrew the 4.
4 all the way down.
good shot there from Aaron. Stayed down on it. Actually had a good follow through.
Watch the hit. You want somebody watching it? Okay.
No, it looks
Yes.
clean. Yeah. Looks
I
like-
saw it. Oh, squirted out a little more than I thought.
Damn.
And unfortunate for Aaron, he did either not get enough 6 on it or too much on the 6. Pushed it right back to the 9 ball and
Save. Oh, double kick. Trying to get it out of it.
Just a sec.
Ricardo's going to play the safety.
Speed.
Some good rundown, and he's going to get it right behind that 8.
Man, that was great speed.
Yeah, I thought it might have leaked out for a second, but Aaron's giving him a lot of credit. Good shot.
Call him aside just in case.
Aaron jacking up, trying to spin around just a little bit. Although it was a good hit on the 6, I don't think Ricardo has much really to shoot at. Could try to go to the top left. I don't know if it walks behind the 9, but I don't think much of the ball place there, the cue placement after that.
Just a sec.
Ricardo calling a safety.
Yeah, I was trying to be up here with it, not there.
Yeah. Call it here.
Aaron with a beautiful bank shot right there. Oh, and the 9-10 still play, which is good for him. As we've seen tonight, Aaron's had quite a few shots off the rail, and quite a few of them have been successful, so. And there's yet another one. Another feather in his hat, and
Thought I was gonna do that.
he's leaving it in his favorite place, right on the rail.
Smile up.
It's on the rail, so it's about the same.
Exactly. All the way
Yet another great shot from Aaron off the rail. Instead of Huckleberry, they should start calling him Rail Shot.
Call it all the way down, okay.
And a great cut by Aaron right there. Aaron coming back. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Right, Aaron?
What's that?
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
That's right.
Speaking of been here for years, we got Corner Deli. Told you we only represent the best stuff here on XLR8 tournaments. Speaking of best deli, best sandwiches. My goodness, definitely here in Las Cruces. Corner Deli. They're locally owned, veteran owned. Fresh and delicious sandwiches and sides with lots of variety, offering a military discount. They also have civil servant discounts, student discounts, discounts. You can go on ahead and order online or face-to-face out there. They're located at 2139 North Main Street in Las Cruces. Their phone number is going to be 575-523-4045. I'd say probably my favorite sandwich there is going to be the Great Chicken. It's chicken, bacon, you know, it's got this gourmet sauce. It's got a little bite to it. It's wonderful. Green chili on there, some grilled onions. Just a phenomenal place to go eat.
Yeah, but I listen to everything.
Come on, 3-ball, I believe in you.
Get in there.
I believe in you.
Don't like that.
Aaron, believe it on the 3-ball.
Good, David.
All right, here's where you got to try and walk back one game at a time.
Safe.
They're going to play the safety using the 4 to stop the 1 ball, but cue ball just kind of overruns a little bit.
Just a safe. Too hard. Way too hard.
Well,
It's supposed to hit behind the 6.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty safe. It only has one pocket to go to.
Oh, yeah, he can find it somewhere. Hold my beer.
Aaron letting the stroke eat on that. Wouldn't be surprised to hear a safety back out from Aaron, unless he tries to go for the 2-4 combo. Or even the bank into the side, or into the corner.
Safe.
Aaron does go with the safety. He's not as nice as Ricardo, but Ricardo able to see it. Good shot, but as Ricardo was saying, just a little bit too much. Ricardo going for the 1-rail kick on the long rail. The only issue that I had with that is, let's say he made the 4-ball. The 5-ball still would have been stuck there. I'm sorry, yeah, the 5-ball still would have been stuck behind the 9 with the cue ball on the other side of the 9-ball, so
Safe.
he would need to have gone and actually ran the 4-ball into the 8 and still made it.
Try to get it around the table, not there.
Ricardo's going to pull out the jump slash rest.
I got shaped though.
Yeah, pushed it off just a little bit, and he was happy he got the shape, but
When he's playing Andy, I think it was Andy would always be like, I got shape, look at that, I got shape. So Andy, it didn't matter. She didn't make the ball.
Yeah.
all right, running it down and back using the long rail.
Call side.
It's going to call side pocket, run into the 9-ball. But you got shape.
Got shape. Got shape, Andy.
Just safe.
Ricardo going to call safety.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of a stretched shot, and I get that, but I'm
Too short, I guess.
thinking, put me on the table, I probably would have fired at the 5 for the corner shot and tried to leave the cue ball right where it's at right now anyway for the 6, but that's why I'm on this side of the microphone and he's on that side of the table, so. Good shot from Aaron, going to leave himself on the far side of the table, going to be able to make that 6 ball. Come back across. It's not really a big deal if he runs into the 9 after this, but let's just pocket these shots. Take your time. There you go, good shot. The 8 ball does have room to go into the side depending upon how soft you want to hit it or how you want to line yourself up off this. Aaron's going to be over the 9 ball. Not really. Possibly over the 9 ball. I can't really see exactly how he's going to line this up. Right next to it, okay. Rubs the 10 ball. Now here you can, you know, find the line, shoot your stroke, and just have it come, you know, down and back, and across back over. Again, make the ball. There you go. And a perfect shot. I'm sure Aaron doesn't mind us stopping on the rail as he's 98% off the rail today. And there's another one for Aaron. Aaron creeping back. Refusing to go away. Refusing to go into that good night. And if you want to have yourself a good night, come on over here to Santorini's restaurant. That's right, Santorini's over here at 1001 East University, Space 3. And they're going to be serving Mediterranean food featuring Greek, Lebanese, Syrian, and Cyprus cuisine. They serve lunch and dinner. They also have some homemade desserts out here, dine in or carry out. I believe they also do have a delivery service through Orange Crate, I think it is, something like that. Come on out here for a unique dining experience with the best gyros in town. Personal opinion, get the lamb. You will not be sorry you got it. If you'd like, give them a call here at 575-521-9270. Place your order for Santorini's today. Aaron, a quarter ball off to the right on the break for his cue ball spot, but 10 ball hovering over the corner pocket. Now keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen at home, we are not playing early 10s. You can shoot the 10 ball early and keep your turn going, but you cannot shoot it in for the win. One in the corner. Good shot. Not the best leave. Unfortunate that the one smacked the 2 ball just right for it to come on out and give the 4 ball a kiss. Must be a French kiss because they're still together.
I guess a good hit.
Oh no, I have to take it off.
Ricardo trying to spin the cue ball off the rail to come back into the 2-4. Not sure if it would have had enough speed coming back, but never know.
Call it 10.
Aaron nominating the 10 just to keep his turn going.
Come on, get off.
Ooh,
I just did it. I mean,
that is, yeah, I think that's been about some of Aaron's game in a nutshell right there. He'll make the shot, but just how stuff is releasing just isn't really playing fair right now. I don't know if you guys remember a couple frames ago, Ricardo left a safety right in the pocket. Aaron's returning the favor because he's a nice guy. Ricardo's got that good English working for him on that shot.
Show him I can get there. Yeah, shake.
you had a lot.
Yes.
You had a lot of spin on that one.
Yeah, I was trying to get back to that 4. 7 was my way the other way.
Aaron's going to be tree-topped over that 4 with a 5 and 8. Got the rail to kind of boost his hand up for positioning on that. Only needs to worry about making the 4. 5/8's almost automatic. The right amount of mustard on that shot. That's a good lead for the 5.
Oh, took it for granted. Something. Good Lord. Oh my God.
Fight's on. I like the good roll forward with the left hand English coming off the rail, straighten it up, bring it right back towards the center of the table. It's a wonderful shot. Ricardo trying to throw that 6 ball in just a little bit, and unfortunate doesn't have the legs to quite jump in. Aaron's going to go for the bottom right pocket on this shot here. I'm wondering what he's thinking as far as trying to get back around for the 9 ball. I think he's just at this point worried about making it, which he does, which is a very nice shot. And again, at this point here for Aaron, I think it's just more about potting balls and just staying at the table and fighting off. You don't want to dig yourself in too much of a hole. We played half the games already.
Oh man, I went way squirrely with that. Look at you.
Ricardo gonna go the 9 ball with some left-hand English, spin it around. Well, the good leave. Don't know if Aaron has enough to real thin. Looks like he's gonna try it. Might need the extension.
I'll cut it in.
Aaron is gonna cut it in. He's gotta concentrate on 2 things, not only the potting of the ball, but also the speed.
Oh my god, I wasn't supposed to hang it. Get in front of that 10 ball. Come on.
Let's see if that 10 ball can get him ugly.
Ah.
And it did. Is Ricardo going to pull out the little one for this shot, or is he going to spin it around? Yeah, he is going to spin it. Good touch shot. It runs right out enough for him to dominate the side pocket.
Very nice.
Put it in, and
Damn. No, we worked for that one.
Yeah.
9.
Ricardo creeping closer up that mountain.
Yes, of course. Of course you're lying. Of course I'm lying.
I'll go for the bathroom quick.
And we'll be right back in just a minute. All right, well, welcome back. Ricardo versus Aaron. Ricardo currently up 9-3.
Good luck, sir.
You know, with his breaks have been going. I'm just surprised he hasn't either moved over to the other side or done something major as far as moving the cue ball to a different place to make. But, you know, it's not like it's letting him down to where he's losing, but huge pocket right there for Aaron. Get around that 10 ball.
Damn, 3 ball. Yeah.
There you go.
You're like, ooh, no, ooh.
Well, it was the right idea. I heard him call that pocket.
Yeah.
Aaron did get the breakout. Had the 2 ball gone in, it would have been a beautiful shot. Successful on half the shot doesn't mean it's a good one.
Worried about breaking the buck too much.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what's tough.
I'm talking about how
I knew I was gonna do that.
he was too thoughtful on the breakout shot, which was perfect. And oh boy, snug to that 7. He's not going to have a shot, but he will theoretically be able to hit the 3 ball either off the rail or by itself. I don't really want to walk around the table and get too close to looking. Aaron with the extension on, calling the safety. Although we're not playing all ball fouls, Aaron being very mindful not to brush the 5 ball. Didn't quite get behind the 6.
Just a safe.
Well, that was good length put behind him. I don't know if that 7's going to cause him enough problems to not make the 3 ball. Because if Aaron's able just to make the 3 ball, he could come around with some left-hand English, go 2 rails between the 7-8.
Nice try. Don't kiss it.
Ricardo over there praying to his rabbit's foot for a good lead for him.
Oh, I can't see. Is that the corner? Yep.
Good shot from Ricardo.
Top corner.
Ooh.
Try it. Yeah.
Tried to use that 6 ball to make him able to hold.
Yeah.
Bit of traffic for Aaron to navigate coming back over to the 5 ball. A healthy amount of draw, just spins him right out of it. And if he can get this cut shot, run back 2 rails, down and back, release towards the middle of the table, he should be able to get out of this rack. A good cut and some love from the 10 ball. How much of the 6 ball can he see now? Aaron off the rails, staying at 100%. This guy's almost better off leaving himself on the rail today. He's been... It's those shots there that you really need to bear down and pay attention to, and he seems like he's been getting that as far as the pathing of the ball. A little strong on that coming back to hide behind the 10, but we know Aaron's got some good skills with the shorty. Ooh, a good try by Aaron, but the speed's going to carry it back to the middle of the table. I'm pretty sure we're going to hear Ricardo say safety when he walks up to this, but he might call one of the bank shots. I mean, it's one of those where why not throw a flyer out? You 9-3 right here, and you can leave the speed out so that it hides the 9-10, hides the behind the 9-10. Ooh.
Of course. What's to come out here? Of course.
It's going to be a shot where Aaron's going to need to put some top on it. Make sure to push it out of that side pocket. He could elect to go in the side pocket, but it is going to be a bit of a cut to roll it back some. See what he's going to decide. He's going to call the corner. Aaron decides to pull it out, which was a great shot right there, leaving himself a nice smooth stroke for the 8 ball. Let it just release a little bit. A couple of different ways to get himself on the 10 ball. That is a way to leave yourself the 10 ball. Aaron starting to hopefully get it going here. You know, we've got Ricardo kind of had smooth sailing before. Seems like the wind might have turned. Speaking of wind, air control services. That's right, air conditioning, heating services, repair. They also do duct cleaning, water heater services. They do high quality work with fair pricing, offering major brands like Carrier, Trane, Lennox, Rheem, and York. That's right. See if they have your favorite brand by giving them a call. You can contact Angel at 575-567-2608. Air Control Services. Make life a breeze. I just came up with that myself. I don't know if that works, but... No, I gotta... Charlie's saying I need to blow into the microphone after I do that. I'm not going to do that to you guys, though.
She'll wait till we're done.
Oh, I thought maybe she could play with them while you're weight watching.
They got some Play-Doh and stuff.
Oh, okay. I know. My wife's like, kind of even stuff for her to do. I'm like, I know, but I don't want to get rid of these.
I appreciate that, but yeah, we brought stuff.
Aaron looks like he's going to go a little bit more towards the center this time. Let's keep an eye on that 7 and 4 balls in the side pockets. 4 ball was rushing at it. 2 ball kind of came in. Something else went into a side pocket, but the table looks okay. I mean, there's worse places to be. The 4-ball doesn't really have a great place to get on it. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. That was a quality stroke, but like I've been saying earlier, you know, you put that draw on there, you got to make sure you're center cut of that pocket, or it's going to say no thank you, sir or ma'am. Ricardo leaving a nice 1 rail back for the 3-ball. Shaking his head at it, knows that there's not really an easy place to get on the 4-ball. Ricardo tried to force it, but will leave Aaron at his favorite place tonight, which is on the rail.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron calling all the way down. Ooh. As far as I can remember, I think that's the first off the rail shot that Aaron's had tonight. But with that 4, 6, and 8 all still right there, it's kind of one of those, where do you want to try and leave it?
You know what's coming.
Yep.
Just a sec. Oh, not that good.
And just a safe from Ricardo. Not really a good look at where he could shoot from, but it is a place where Aaron can hit the ball.
Call here. Go in.
Yeah.
It's crazy contact, almost pockets the 4-ball in the side pocket. Now I know Ricardo would much rather be playing the long stick, and he'd probably find a good angle. I think the 8-ball might be a little bit far out for him to not necessarily go with the short stick and jump.
Try it on the side.
Oh my God.
Just a little bit too much English.
Holy cow. Damn.
Aaron just needs to pocket some balls to get out of this one here. It's almost stop shots out. Oh, boy, oh boy. Aaron continuing the rattle. Unfortunate.
Just a sec. Yeah.
Ricardo following up with another safe. See which one he's going to decide to go for if he throws the 7 ball to the long bottom rail. He elected the top rail, top long rail.
Sorry, man.
Oh my goodness.
Sick of those.
Aaron,
Not over here.
it's not the way you want to close out this rack.
I got shaped too. I got lucky.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Sorry about that.
oh, it's cool, man.
No.
That's
It's
cool.
been happening all night.
Here's where Aaron should be able to
That's cool.
go either at the long rail with some pace, come out of there, or use his short. He might be a little bit more difficult.
Call you.
Has a chance to hit, does not.
Hell of a try.
Hey. Dan.
Spinning off, hits the 10 ball, gets the 10 ball just into a better place to shoot. Oh no, Ricardo snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
I was like, oh, I got to hit 10 out. No.
It's awkward, isn't it?
There we go. Aaron just needs to keep going on the path that he's going. The last two or three, last couple
Well,
have gone towards Aaron.
I can't believe that. next
well,
shot.
Ricardo's English right now has kind of turned to a bit more of Spanish.
Perfect, and I just like, oh,
And if
that's
you're
it.
hungry, speaking of Spanish, Los Mariachis Restaurant, offering delicious New Mexican food. They've got daily specials. They got 2 locations to serve you. The first one's going to be at 754 North Motel Boulevard, and the other one's going to be at 5600 Baton Memorial East. Again, that's going to be Los Mariachis Restaurant. They got some good food. Because, of course, here at XLR8 Tournaments, we don't just let anybody sign up to be our sponsors and help us provide these fun times of shooting pool. We want to make sure they're good, and we believe in their company, and that's one of them definitely. That their Mexican food is really delicious.
Oh, it was birdie into that, yeah.
Kick that. Keep all of that guy. Cut there by you.
Aaron gives a good pass, and
I wanted to come back for the 3, but I hooked myself right.
wanted to come back for the 3, but unfortunate for Ricardo that it's up to be blocked by not only the 3 but also the 6 ball.
Just in case.
Yep. Nice hit.
Wonderful hit there by Ricardo. Almost gets the return safe. But it's one of those situations where I'm not sure if Aaron has the angle to be able to make that in the side pocket.
Call side here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am now registered to shoot in Las Vegas in February. I'll get my Scotch doubles partner logged in for it tonight, and we'll get that taken care of.
Don't do that.
Oh boy. Apparently did have the angle, unfortunately just, you know, with all the traffic and how busy it was, wasn't able to quite manage the shot.
Maybe.
I think he might still have the side pocket, unless he decides to go straight down. Yeah.
Side pocket still.
Four was supposed to help him.
No, I just.
Oh, I thought you were trying to.
No, I was trying to make it. I was trying to make it clean, but I come back with all left. It was too close to that mountain. I'd have been in the same predicament.
3 all in now.
Aaron going real smooth on that stroke. Just keep going. There we go. Beautiful shot from Aaron. Could have used about another 2 inches, but I'll keep my side comments to myself. Fill in the blank here. Smooth stroke from Aaron. Stayed down on it, looked good. 5's getting called in the corner. He wants to come hold that long rail. Oh,
Oh, slow rolled that too much.
I think that would have been his out right there. But you know what? There is still some pool to be played. Ricardo enjoying that spin. Does he still have it? He is going to call it. And he gets a great safety with that 7-9. This guy, I'm telling you. He might have 2 rabbit's feet.
Some up there.
Something up there for sure.
I was just trying to stop the fire.
Call corner.
And if tonight's play has been nothing short of questionable, pretty sure that Aaron's off the rail play and his short rail play was going to be an automatic to hit that ball, but I would have thought that he would have made it with as much as he's been making those off the rail shots tonight. It's been actually really good. Hey Ricardo, you got the leave.
Perfect, Andy. So.
Perfect leave.
Perfect shape.
Aaron's got to walk the rail. It's only got about an inch between the rail and it's going to fall in at the last second. Good shot. Now Aaron can actually fly towards the 8 ball with this 7. Depends on if he wants to go into the 10 and 8 or if he just wants to try and hold up short. I don't know if he's going to be able to pocket the 7 with the angle and still hold. Good. Oh, my goodness. Good bank shot from Aaron. The leave was interesting method to get there, but ends up being a good leave for him. Aaron's still fighting to extend, and he's doing a good job fighting it off right now. We know it's not over till the last 10 ball goes in, but this thing's gonna keep us all at the edge of our seats. I knew this was gonna be a close game. Let me see here, guys. We are out here at Santorini's. This is the place to be tonight to watch some pool action. But as well as pool action out here at Santorini's, they also have Mediterranean food featuring Greek, Lebanese, Syrian, and Cyprus cuisine. Yeah, buddy. Come out here and see the gang, see Charlie, give him a high five. Come out for lunch, dinner. You can also grab yourself a nice homemade dessert.
Come early, you don't get any falafel.
And it's dine-in or carry-out. A unique dining experience with the best gyros in town. And like I said last time, man, that lamb gyro, something to behold. Let's see if we can get a bit of a break and run action possibly here. It's a good-looking table. Let's see if Aaron can just stay down, stay within himself, just pot balls. Let's see what we can do. Let's have some fun.
Trying to make it respectable. Jesus.
So you can see on the blue and orange in the back, we're sitting at 9-6. Aaron is just scratching and clawing his way back. Do not go into there. Oh.
Hit it too hard anyway.
Well,
I had a feeling I was going to hit.
Aaron had a feeling he was going to hit. Never mind. There's the layup combo shot. See if Ricardo's going to try and spin behind, and or is he going to go long rail first into a two-ish rail bank or kick? He's going to go with a Z shot. It zigged when it should have zagged.
I was trying to get the 10 to stop me on the cue ball. I shouldn't be trying to be all fancy and stuff. Just make the ball.
Aaron leaves himself a 4-ball in the side pocket. See what he's going to try and decide to do for the 5-ball. Looks like he tried to roll back. Roll out.
Oh, Lord, wait a minute.
Well, on this shot here, he only needs to really worry about making the 5-ball. The 6-ball kind of plays itself.
6-ball side.
Oh, he's going to call the 6-ball on the side. And the 5-ball rolled past the side pocket. Don't know how the angle sits as far as how he's going to be able to manipulate the cue ball.
Say. Hit it. Passed it. Damn.
And Ricardo's going to have 3-rail shape for the 8-ball. Fairly easy coming out. 1, 2, 3. Needs it to go back more towards center table. It does. And good leave. Kind of pulled back with some right, or pushed it out in the hill that's been eluding Ricardo for a while. He's now on it. Speaking of on it, You don't get on it with some good barbecue without mentioning Jim Bob's. Jim Bob's Barbecue, fantastic brisket, pulled pork, and ribs. Some of their sides. They got a cornbread, a green chili cornbread that's actually really mouth-watering. Just, you know, melt some butter over the top of that thing there. It is good. Can also get some of their other favorites like me. I really like their pig melt, which is pulled pork. They got some fried onion strings on top of it. Put that on a burger bun and you got yourself a wonderful meal. They also have some quesadillas, breakfast burritos. Get on out there and check them out. They're up at the airport, or you can give them a call, 575-652-1053. And if you call from my phone, they'll know who you are before they even answer. Of course, they'll think it's me. Hey. Ricardo holding the cue ball, falling forward. Makes a ball, which is good. Watch the combo of the 3 ball. Gentlemanly game. Again, we're not playing all ball fouls, but contact with the 5 was okay, but it's just kind of how much power he had going into that. Didn't slow it down enough to hold him for the corner pocket. Just a safe, trying to get behind the 6 or 10.
Looked like mine. What are you complaining about? It's like one of mine.
Well, usually a strong suit. Ricardo seems to be a little bit elusive tonight with those safeties. It's a good one coming back. Ricardo going for an easy one railer right next to the side pocket. Go right into this into the 4 ball.
Switch out the corner over there, just in case. Bad read.
It's a good hit. And
For me.
yeah. It was a perfect shot for leaving air in the shape. Aaron woofing a little bit. Let's see if he can get some draw on this 5 ball in order to pull the cue ball out, go to the far side. Here's also an opportunity to look at this, the 8 ball and see if the 8 ball goes in, because that would have been a good time to move the 8 ball had it not, but Aaron deciphering that it's in a good spot for him. Aaron rolling up by the side pocket, leaving himself the 7. Looks like the cue ball might be running a little bit away from the 8 ball on the rail for the 8 ball. See if he'll be able to either put enough right hand English to pull it down. Looks like he's going to go with bottom left. Changing that to just straight right. Ricardo complimenting Aaron on the leave. It's definitely not the easiest of shots to come up to. They'll probably play the safety and leave the cue ball behind the 10 or 8. Now I missed that. Ricardo, did you call it or just playing the safe?
I was calling safe.
Safe, okay.
I'm trying to hook him behind the 10.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that too. It could go.
Aaron with another rattler, with at least an okay leave, as far as not a gimme.
I know I'm gonna call. Safe.
Ricardo claiming distance is his friend. It's kind of weird because if you're as nice as him, you shouldn't be fighting for friends.
Safe.
Aaron going for the 2-rail safe, trying to bring the 9 involved. And I do believe he might have the left side of the 7 covered, so he's going to have to spin off the right.
Safe.
Pretty sure it's just a touch. He went really heavy into the 7 ball, but it's going to come to rest on at least a valid safety attempt. I think it would have been better to go really thin on that 7 ball, spin around 2 rails, and just kind of push the 7 down the rail a little bit further from that corner pocket. Aaron with a spectacular bank shot. The crowd's erupting for him. Oh! All night. It seems like when Aaron's been rattling, Ricardo seems to return the rattle. Although this is far from a gimme shot. He's almost going to have to push it in. There's the side pocket. Okay. All right, Aaron just left with the 10 ball, bring this game ever closer. All right, 7-10. Ricardo still on the hill. Aaron trying to fight his way in. And again, if you guys are wondering what we're shooting on Olhausen tables, 9-footers with some Predator cloth. And the rails have been extended to make the pockets 4 1/4 inches. So it's not a standard table. It seemed to be a little quick. But if you're wondering where you can pick yourself up an Olhausen pool table, why don't you just head on over to Olhausen over at 2255 East Loman Avenue in Las Cruces. They've been around since 1948 and don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon unless it's back to the big boys shooting with those guys still. You got pool tables, pool hall connected, which is Jerry O's, shuffleboard, darts, and all the accessories. They got pool table sales, service, and repair. Friday nights at 7 o'clock, they have a 9-ball chip tournament, senior tournaments, and other tournaments as well. Contact them at 575-524-4337. Aaron Horvath on the break again. Let's see if the 4 and 5 come up just a little short of the side pocket. Decent spread. See what Ricardo's going to be able to bring here. Corner pocket, a little roll down the other end of the playing surface, leaving a good 2-ball shot, 3-ball for the out, and pretty sure he's going to put the 4 into that side pocket. Transition 4 to 5 is going to be interesting. So that spin is not going to have enough gusto to get there. Maybe he should have tried French next time. He's still going to call the side pocket, go with a nice thin cut on it. Successful on the shot, coming up to greet the 10-ball or 5-ball on the backside. Ricardo trying to do more of a lockdown safety. He's going to get him on the safe, but fairly straightforward 1-rail shot. Aaron lobbing the 5-ball like a grenade over towards the corner pocket. Ricardo not electing to take the long shot. It's going to play a nice safe. Just clip the 5, run the cue ball back. Friendly little bump there from the 9-ball. Almost puts it behind the 7-6. Cut by Aaron. Little Horvath shimmy and buttons up behind the 10-ball.
Not bad. You good?
Yeah, you look like you're feeling sorry about that one. Oh no, Ricardo is an overhand jumper.
Very good.
It's a good jump. He needs it to slow down, slow down, slow down. Still has the 6-ball, so hoping it just didn't roll behind the 10.
Six back here.
Ricardo just wants to pass the side pocket and stop as even as it can get.
Safe. Not too much.
The A decent safety from Aaron. Ricardo going to return the safe. I think Aaron pretty much has the whole ball. He's going to call all the way down. He'll keep the ball down at this side over here by the 7. He's going to overcut and just run the rail and bounce all the way back. Needs to keep going a little bit more. He wanted it to roll back another about 5-6 inches so that it wouldn't have been able to run all the way down without scratching, but it's far enough from the side pocket. Ricardo doesn't need to worry about that.
Spanglish.
No, habla español.
Maybe you should try Russian.
I was rushing my shot.
As he says he was rushing his shot. That's a good one. Ooh, almost. That was a wonderful attempt at a nice cut by Aaron. Still a good hit, leaving plenty of distance. Some safety from Ricardo, leaving the cue ball hopefully behind the 8 ball. Nope, he's going to go the other way and leave the 6. Aaron with a couple options. I don't think Aaron got him closed behind it, but maybe he did. Long shot here for Aaron. But if he makes this, he should have some good shape on the 7. Aaron overcutting again. Unfortunate. I think the only threat on the table here after this 7 ball is going to be the 9. Ricardo is on the hill. Aaron's at 7. Okay, well, another non-gimme shot. Probably going to want to cut the 8 ball into this bottom right pocket. Go off the short rail and run past the 9 ball. Aaron knowing that this shot here could be the end of this match. Taking his time.
Cut.
He's going to go for the cut. Ooh.
Too soft. Get that a little bit more further down there. Damn. Great angle.
Ricardo wants to close this out right here. It's going to be an easy walk back down for the 9-ball. And he's going to get him hooked on the 8-ball yet again.
He's yelling me down.
Aaron's had some good jumps today, successful shots.
Safe.
Quality jump. Let's see if it gets back behind the 10-ball. Needs to go a little more. The 10 does have about half the ball. He's going to go for the corner. Or at least was looking at it. Yeah, he is going to go for the corner.
That's the reasoning. What I thought too. Over.
Aaron just needs to pot 2 more balls in order to extend it.
Oh, you're good. You don't even have to worry about it.
Aaron staring down that 10-ball into the side pocket.
Side.
Well, 10-8. Yeah, it's as close as I thought it was. Not exactly how I thought it would have got here.
I thought if I missed, I could leave that at least put the cue ball and 8-ball like up here. Or
Yeah.
on the 10, but it didn't work.
Let's see who can get their engine running for this last rack. You know, there's the last few racks coming in. It's either Ricardo wins one or Aaron wins all of them. Yeah, but either way, they need to get it smooth running. Let's go on ahead and talk about Egan Auto Services, locally owned and operated, expert auto repair services at low prices, located at 1128 East Amador Avenue. Here in Las Cruces, contact them at 575-541-1444. Again, Egan Auto Service. Aaron going straight in again. 5-4. Watch those 2. 5 was making a run for it, but the 3-ball said not today. Decided to be like Mel Smith and go, meow. What do you guys think? We got some people definitely starting some stuff here in the chat. Ricardo leaving an off the rail shot for Aaron. I don't know if he's been watching, but Aaron's been pretty good at these today.
Called a 3-ball on the side there.
Ooh, man, that 3-ball almost did go on the side.
Safe, yeah.
easy cut for Aaron. Problem is, you gotta put some pace on it to run all the way back up. No, he's gonna go with the save. Try and hide it.
Just a hit.
You were looking at that pocket. I'm surprised you didn't try and call it. Yeah.
I got lucky on that one, sorry.
And you called safe, and you just wanted to get the ball in traffic, and that's still good. Called there just in case.
Yeah, Daniel, that's going to be me on the commentary today.
Yeah.
We're just kicking them now.
Here's the easy side pocket shot, running all the way down and back for the 2 ball.
Good shot.
7 ball, gives it some love, gives it some space there.
Nice shot.
3 ball does pose as a problem.
A little bit more than I want. So on that note,
Right.
shit. God bless America.
It's really tight with that side pocket corner.
That's it.
Did call safe, so he's just going to run into it.
Oh.
Try and put it behind the 10, but
So scared of scratching. Oh my God.
he was too fixated on the 10 that he ended up putting it right on the 10 and rolling out, so it's right in front of the pocket. The 3 running into the 4. I know he wanted to spin behind it, probably go for the same pocket, but I think this is going to be another safety. Yeah. Going to need to be a lot of spin put on this if he's going to go to that short rail that's close to the cue ball. Nine ball's playing pretty big right now. Ricardo accidentally making some contact with the
The least thing I needed to do.
We're starting to get into the towards the end of this race, and we're going to be treated to a good fancy finish, I think. Aaron just lost control there, got tip placement out of whack and ends up miscuing, but yeah, I knew that wasn't going to be that easy of a shot to make. I think Aaron's got the bottom left pocket as you're viewing right now. It'll roll right out to that long rail for the 5 ball.
Say.
And with a safety, Ricardo's got about a 16th the ball on the left side.
Side pocket.
Hell of a shot.
Goes the rub. What a good shot, but contact with the 10 ball put him on the wrong side for that. See if he's going to try and make contact with the 5 or push the 6 up on it. He is going to push the 6 ball up on a forced foul.
I don't either. I'm lost.
And there's no 3 fouls in today's game. I mean, you can foul somebody as many times as you want, but you won't get a concession of game for 3 consecutive fouls.
Say.
Aaron getting a good save. Creating separation between the 5-6 if he's able to get back to the table and see the 5 ball.
Save.
Ricardo pointing at the end. He wanted it to get behind the 10 ball. On a normal day, I'd say Aaron pots this 5. It's going to be a fairly easy out.
Go there. There.
But today it seems like both players are kind of struggling here to put this one away.
Thank you.
Yes, straight in shot. But how is Aaron going to figure out to get to the 7? He can either go rail first or he can draw it straight back. Remember, 4 1/4 pockets is real hard to cheat.
Oh no.
Oh no. The draw did not go straight back.
Damn. Jumped up a little bit too. I had to get out of the way. I felt. Jeez.
So Ricardo left with 4 balls. See if he's able to put this away right now. Ricardo not happy with that shot, and obviously we know why. Natural shape shot for Aaron. There's one. Needs to go, needs to go.
Safe.
Aaron gonna play safe. Needs to come through on this one here. It might be his last shot. Good safety. Ricardo on the rail. Oh my goodness.
I prefer to have made it.
Yes. Yeah, option and just take that, yeah. As opposed to
Better not miss it. Man, where's it going?
I'm sure y'all remember at the beginning I called a real tight game. 11-10 or 11-9. And again, I did not think that we would get there this way.
Oh, missed it. Missed it bad. Need some speed down there. Get on the rail, son.
Ricardo lives again. Let's see if Ricardo selecting for the blind pocket.
So if I miss it, I might be able to two for here.
And that is the shot that takes the match right there, ladies and gentlemen. Ricardo versus Aaron. Ricardo defeating Aaron 11-8. Now, on behalf of Accelerate Tournaments and Showdown Matches, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors: C. Senor, Old West El Paso Construction, Stryker Shooting World, Anthony Sosa Roofing and Construction, Lorenzo's TCMB Design, Olhausen, Egan Auto, Jim Bob's, Corner Deli, Air Control Services, and Los Mariachis. We would also like to thank not only a sponsor, but also our host for this match today, Santorini's Restaurant. Make sure to come out here and check out their lunches, dinners, and homemade desserts. Again, that's going to be Santorini's. I am Joe, and I would like to say thank you all very much for watching. You have yourselves a wonderful night.